Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to the year of 2014. It's been an eventful year and the purpose of this video is to kind of reflect on the last year and kind of let you guys know what's in store and what's upcoming for the year to come, 2014. So, I guess in reflection for this past year, I kind of look at it in two ways, both an internal kind of review and an external kind of review. Before I started this year, one thing I wanted to do was kind of evaluate and see where I was at in terms of, releasing videos, look at my comfort level towards how many I do. For this past year, I averaged usually around 3 videos a week, which for me is extremely comfortable. It allowed me to prepare, weeks in advance, know what's upcoming on my schedule, what I actually want to go ahead and put out, and it kind of at the same time allowed me a little bit of flexibility. I toyed with a couple ideas. Some I think were successful, others I don't think were as successful. I kind of went away from the question format videos and kind of threw that into the Fragrance Fireside Chat. Fragrance Fireside Chat overall I think is going to be kind of revamped around a little bit. It's still going to be there, definitely. I'm going to keep it at probably once every 2 weeks just because I'm going to start putting out some other types of videos. That will be a little bit of a secret, but still. Expect to see some different video types upcoming this year. I'm going to be doing a little bit more, I guess you could say, spontaneity, a little bit more interactiveness. But anyways, from an internal perspective, I did what I wanted to do as far as, videos released. I released a lot more of a top 10 type of variation. That was probably the most heavily requested different types of thing, and I'm still going to continue with that flow. Those videos are still very popular, get a lot of views, get a lot of responses, and people enjoy viewing them. I know a lot of people there are some people who don't like top 10 videos, and I can kind of see that. Sometimes it feels like a little bit of a cop-out, but they're fun to do. People love, viewing them. Therefore, I'll continue to do them. Expect to see a couple more, top 10 type videos appear. I think one that's on the immediate horizon that'll come within a week or two is going to be top 10 fragrances that I regret purchasing. And that was an idea directly from a sub. So if you have any ideas for videos, again, always let me know. I'm always receptive towards putting them out, and that is an idea of one. Now, again, kept with the 3 video marks. I also kind of kept up with making sure that I release some new fragrances that are out, that were just released, this year and the following year. And I'm going to continue that trend. It's one thing that I really want to stress out and put at least one out a month, basically, and that's find a brand new fragrances that has just hit like either Sephora or hit Min or some other store, basically, and get get the work done and get it reviewed, basically. So that's another thing that actually you're probably going to see in a little bit more abundance this upcoming year. Expect to see more new fragrance reviews. I'm still going to continue to review some of the older fragrances that other people have reviewed to death, and that's just, again, my personal channel goal, because I like to I want to have a huge directory full of fragrances that I've reviewed and just gone down the line. So, but expect to see a nice little mix is what I'm trying to get at, all right? But external goals wise, this one little bit caught me by surprise. I did a lot better than I thought I would in terms of getting new subscribers, in terms of getting views. I hit, pretty 2 significant milestones, hit past 5,000 subscribers, and I'm actually on pace to hit 10,000 subscribers, I want to say within, I don't know, if it goes at the pace that it's going now, maybe about 3 months or something like that. So we're at the very least by the summer, basically, is when I'll actually hit it. So we'll see how it actually goes down, but I've been doing well on that. I passed the 1 million views mark. Thank you the 1 million views milestone. Thank you very much for that, everyone. Highly appreciated. And just the numbers overall, to me, have pretty much doubled from last year in almost every single category that I have, whether it be favorites, likes, shared, whatever it may be. There's just a lot more of it going on my channel, and that is very, I want to say, almost encouraging a little bit. This still will always be my, little plaything, my little pet channel. I'm going to continue to tinker with it in many different ways. So, up and coming, what you can expect from my channel. The immediate next video that you're going to expect is a fragrance directory, right? The directory is going to include all fragrance reviewers, at least that I know of, and hopefully I've gotten them all, basically, that have gone and reviewed fragrances and You'll see it. It's going to be in a format that I actually like, and it's basically going to be a huge directory that people can refer to anytime that they need, if they want to figure out who to subscribe to, if they want to figure out more information, just like a quick blurb on it, basically. So expect to see that one incoming, and I want to make it. It's definitely going to be a long video at the rate that I've seen. Even myself, I didn't realize just how many subscribers or reviewers there actually were. So there's a lot. Expect to see that video incoming, and that kind of is continuing on the theme that I want to kind of bring more people involved, within this little fragrance community together, and kind of get everyone more acclimated with one another. So I've always been tinkering with ideas to do that. This is just the latest one, and expect to see some more upcoming soon as well too. Requests. Now this is another thing that I've been tinkering with. Now an example of a requested fragrance that has come, or I won't even say that yet, but I get many requests to review fragrance X, fragrance Y, or fragrance Z. It happens all the time. When I first started, I kind of acquiesced to that, and sometimes would review those fragrances. The funny thing was, the people who would comment say, "Hey, review fragrance X," would never come back and actually comment on the video. So, or I'm not sure if they actually saw the video or not. I have no way of knowing, basically. So one thing that I actually wanted to do, just for sanity's sake, is at the same time I realized that people, want to hear about certain fragrances, but at the same time, if it's just one person asking for it, then it's not enough. So what I'm trying to say is I'm going to figure out a way in order to kind of have a queue up on my channel where you can kind of request, hey, review fragrance X, review fragrance Y, review fragrance Z, and if a fragrance gets it gets a certain number of votes, so to say, then that fragrance will be reviewed. I'll go out, purchase it, and review it. Because at the end of the day, this is just me, myself, and I. This is, by and large, I think companies have sent me fragrances 2 or 3 times, out of the 300 plus that I own. Okay? Put that into perspective. I'm buying these fragrances by myself and reviewing them off. So it's a money sink to me. It's a time sink. It's fun, but it's still a sink to me. So I want to make it worth my while. If I'm going to actually review a fragrance, I want to make sure that more people actually want to hear about it. So again, it's nothing personal against a particular fragrance or anything like that. It's just for my sanity's sake. I've got to keep it that way. I've got to keep it a little bit more organized. So expect to see kind of like a queue, where you can actually request certain fragrances be reviewed. Okay. Bringing others into the fold, review-wise, like I mentioned earlier, I want to keep relevant. I want to keep recent. I want to, keep doing reviews on fragrances that are just released, and at the same time, some older fragrances too. So that emphasis is going to also be there as well. Overall, expect to see a little bit of a bump up in numbers as far as reviews go. I want to now hit last year I hit between 2 and 4 fragrances or reviews or videos that I actually put out within every week. This year I want to hit between 3 and 5 videos a week, basically. So expect to see an uptick in videos. I definitely want to put out a little bit more now at this point and start being a little bit more organized. I'm definitely going to be touching upon female reviews also a little bit more in that same vein. I want to do at least 1 female video every month, if not a little bit more, maybe 2, maybe 3. At this point, I'm not sure. We'll see how it actually goes. I wasn't entirely satisfied with the format that I did last time, but we'll see how it goes. That said, those were all, the fragrance type reviews. From a personal standpoint, this year was actually really, really good. I've got, I made some resolutions. I usually almost always follow through on my resolutions, and this one, I actually started this resolution, I guess you could say about a month ago, and I'll share a little bit more of it once I complete it, but it involves basically serious weight training, not just lifting, but serious weight training, logging everything that I do, and then we'll see. I'll let you guys know what happens as I get closer to the more finished product, but we'll see. Okay. I joined a dragon boat training team. It's something that it was just completely random. I decided to join it just because, once get in a little bit more shape and try something that I would almost never try. Dragon boat, for those of you who know, it's basically it's Chinese rowing. That's almost like crew, but Chinese version. Okay. So that will be pretty fun. The team that I'm on is actually scheduled to go to Italy, and I think either July, August, or September, one of those months, and I'll be joining that team and competing in Italy. It'll be fun. It'll be some good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of that, I'm actually traveling a lot this year as well too. I've got 3 definite international trips planned. The Netherlands, Jamaica, and Italy are the 3 that are definitely planned. I'm probably going to possibly hit up Belize again. I'm going to be hitting up, the thought was hitting up another Asian country, but we'll see at this point if my funds allow it. It's kind of stretching it a little bit with those trips, but we'll see, okay? I'm curious to see, what are your New Year's resolutions? Oh, before I forget, last night my scent for the new year was Express Reserve. I've really got to think about getting another bottle at this point now. I'm using the heck out of this, and yeah, it's approaching a little under or at about half. So, but I love it. It was absolutely fantastic. Did its job. So, with that said, what was your New Year's resolutions? What was your New Year's scent? And what would you possibly like to see from this channel going forward in the New Year's? Let me know what it is that you're looking for, that you would possibly like to see. I'm always curious. I'm always receptive. All right? Thank you, everyone. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.